welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with the family with
co-host Catherine Brandt,
Andy Brett Bernard,
and Kristen Burt.
Where's Alex? She just disappeared.
She's going to be a little bit late. She had a family thing she had to take care of.
A family thing?
A family thing.
When you got to work 2 hours a week, it's not easy to fit everything in.
She's got another job, just to be fair, and kids.
And mom is 24/7.
It sure
Parenting is busy.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I don't usually remember to go on Instagram, but she had a cute little story about the kids and Jimmy John's and.
Oh yeah, she told me about that, I think, or someone told me about that.
Well, what about Jimmy John's? I didn't hear
let
it.
her
Yeah,
do
we'll let
her.
her tell it.
Oh, when she gets in.
It's a Little John story.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
I see everyone watched it.
Yeah.
Everyone
Even
watched
I
it but
did. I was
me.
like, I even know the story.
Yeah, I don't hardly ever go on Instagram. I kind of forget about it all the time.
Whoa. Earthquake.
What was that?
I don't know what that
He
is.
dropped in my mic.
Oh my God.
I moved my hands and I went,
Oh, hello.
sorry,
You
everyone.
You didn't spill your drink, did you?
No, my drink is over here with the lid on.
Your vitamin
No,
water?
I was talking about the
Vitamin water,
booze.
yep. Oh, yeah,
All right.
booze hound.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, what's the latest?
Oh, well, we
greatest.
finally have a resolution to who is going to own Warner Brothers. And I think this is like the big story of the day. And it probably doesn't feel that big to all of us just kind of sitting here. It's going to feel, we're going to feel this in the long run. And so Netflix bowed out.
Oh.
And they said that, quote, the Warner Brothers deal was no longer financially attractive.
Oh, God.
Because what happened is Paramount offered $31 per share in cash. They are paying $111 billion, including assumed debt, which outbid Netflix's earlier offer, which was about $83 billion. The deal includes, of course, the studio, HBO, various cable networks, of course, CNN as well they got. And they have significant financial backing from Larry Ellison, which is David Ellison is the son, Larry Ellison is the dad,
Right.
plus funding from the Middle East.
Oh.
Yep. But guess what? So in addition, because Warner Brothers backed out of the deal with Netflix, which was kind of like all said and done back in December, they now owe Netflix $2.8 billion.
Oh, God.
Yep, because they backed out. But Netflix investors are very relieved by this news, and the stock is up 10%.
Oh.
So that in the end, I have a feeling that Netflix is going to come out sitting pretty in this deal, and Paramount is going to have a lot of debt on their hands.
God,
And they've got to turn it around. They've got to turn this all around, because now this is the consolidation of major studios in Hollywood. It's going to be a major disruptor and a major loss of jobs, because they're going to lay off any of the redundant type of jobs once they're officially merged.
Didn't your boy just leave Paramount? The hottest writer in all of the world now?
Taylor Sheridan is still there, but he is there
he is.
only until, so he's left the movie side of the business. He's already at NBC Universal, but he will wrap up at the end of 2028 with the TV side of the business, Taylor Sheridan. And then he will be completely under the NBC Universal umbrella.
I have a question for you. What the hell is happening at Paramount? Why are they letting everything just blow up in their face? It's weird.
Money. Yeah, I mean, the Ellisons really want to have an empire. So they own, and I have a little chart here. They own Paramount, CBS, Paramount Plus, Showtime, CBS News, BET, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, Pluto, the Free Press. They own Warner Brothers now, HBO, CNN, Cartoon Network, Food Network, TNT, TBS, HGTV, Adult Swim, New Line Cinema, DC Studios.
Good God.
That's what they own now with this deal.
Man.
Whatever happened to all that antitrust stuff?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. There
Whatever.
you go.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the?
And they do have the backing of the White House, so it is expected to pass. And you know that it was going to be a battle whether Netflix or Paramount got it because of that whole antitrust situation, but this will go through.
A quick
I didn't
aside, Derek says he wants to show us a picture. Text that picture to 612-431-0125, and I can get it up on the air.
There you go. So you didn't mention how things are going at Capitol Records when you read the list.
Yeah, who owns them now?
There's no such thing.
We
I don't
talked
think anymore.
about there is, and we went through this a couple weeks ago. Now I'm trying to remember who owns Capitol Records.
God,
Because it is still functioning.
is it really?
Yeah.
I wonder if I know any of the people anymore.
I mean,
Probably not. Probably.
Aren't they
not.
just basically
Universal owns them.
distribution?
Universal Music Group owns them.
Oh, okay.
And it operates under its Capitol Music Group imprint. So they've been owned by Universal since 2012 following the sale of EMI. Yeah. And the Capitol Records Tower just reopened. It had been undergoing retrofitting for earthquakes. So it is back up and running, and everyone's back in the offices. I think they had moved over to Universal City for a bit.
God, I'll have to get out there again someday. I haven't been in the Capitol Records Tower in a long time.
Just go
You
wander in.
should. It's,
I should.
It's such
guys.
a beautiful building.
It is.
All right, I got
Do they still?
I got D Hart's picture. Hopefully, no one's planning on eating anytime soon, because he woke up this morning, went down to his basement, and this is what he saw. And that is what you think it is. Yes.
Oh, not sewage.
Yep.
That's all sewage.
Yep.
Oh my God!
That is a disaster, all right, D Hart. You are not
my
wrong.
God.
I think I would
Holy
move.
heaven.
I'd burn down the house and move to a different state. It's not worth it at that point.
Can I tell people a little real estate 101?
Oh my God!
People don't ever want to do it, but when you buy a house, or even if you've lived in a house for many years, you should have the company that comes in and runs a camera from your house to
Yeah.
the sewer line to the street and see what's going on, because you get roots from trees and all kinds of stuff, and things collapse after a certain amount of time. You really should do that on occasion. It's not that expensive compared to what it can cost. Well, it's always going to cost to fix it, but it's either pay now or pay double later.
Yeah, we had something kind of similar happen last year. The drain in our laundry room backed up. And it was gray water from like the kitchen sink and stuff, so still pretty disgusting. Not quite as disgusting as what I just showed, but I mean, we're still talking about water from like
Yeah.
a kitchen sink. It's going to be not good. And yeah, it was just like a blockage in the drain. The guy came out and flushed it out in seconds. But if we had known about it, then, we could have done something about it ahead of time. And it wouldn't have cost $1,500 to get an emergency plumber come out.
That's a nice thing about new builds. It's all new.
That's true. No roots in the pipes yet.
And hopefully good craftsmanship, because sometimes some of those
Well.
new builds are like, whoo.
That's true.
Depending on
yeah.
the company. Depending on the company. I
Yeah,
think.
That's true.
I don't know. I can say who it is. Melissa's dad bought a house a few years ago, and one day they were using the kitchen sink. Another kitchen sink story. They were using the kitchen sink, and it fell out.
What?
It just fell out of the counter down because it wasn't anchored properly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the builders, they didn't anchor it properly. I don't know if they used the wrong epoxy or what, but yeah, they were washing dishes and the sink just fell. And this was a brand new house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's
I
when you
have-
hope you have the warranty still
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. I have heard from a number of people that trying to find, and there are good builders, there's no question about that in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area. But I guess trying to find one if you don't know the good ones is nearly impossible. They just, nobody ever finishes their job. Just what you're talking about, Andy. That fell apart because nobody finished putting it in properly.
Well, one of the
Yep.
reasons why is they're using unskilled labor because it's cheap.
Yeah, that's the
there you
problem.
go.
I've heard that if you want to buy a house, you should look like after probably the 70s, after they stopped using lead paint. So probably like 1980 to 2010 is like the golden years of good builds, I've heard.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, Dave, fell through the hole. So like
man.
literally just fell downwards right through the hole that it was supposed to be epoxied to.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
God. What a world. I blame Kristen.
Home ownership can
Is it
be
my fault?
challenging.
It's Kristen's fault. There's no question. No doubt about it.
Everyone's home problems, my fault.
Yes, no question. Alex did just show up, but she hasn't sat down yet, so she'll be in in a second.
She's
I
going to
guess.
write a note or something? I don't know what she's doing.
She's writing a note.
Yes.
What's happening? I just saw a hand waving before.
Yeah, that was her.
I
that
don't
was she.
know.
D. Hart says, my house was 1919.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Well, the house that we
Yep.
bought in St. Paul, that was around then, wasn't it? It was like all stucco and yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, probably. That was in
Yeah,
that
because
neighborhood.
the city will only replace the lines in the street. They
Right.
don't replace anything to your house.
Nope.
That's all your own responsibility most of the time. Maybe there's some HOAs that cover that. Maybe there are some municipalities that cover that. But it's a good idea to do it.
Yeah. And it always happens right after you buy the house. That happened to my friend. They bought the house, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, there's a tree branch like growing into your pipeline.
Yeah, that's how it
Oh,
always
They would have
works.
had that
God.
scoped before they bought. Then they
Yep.
could have negotiated that.
Yeah.
We should get all of our drains scoped just to be safe, honestly, because you never know what's in there.
You don't.
You never know.
That
And if you have a
sounds
lot of
nice.
trees or whatever, too. Yeah.
What the hell? So, Alex, you comfortable now, Alex? You good to go?
Yep.
All
Good
right, you give me
morning.
the double thumbs up. All right, back to Kristen Burt, who, ladies and gentlemen, is here to talk about Hollywood and movies and television and appearances. You got all kinds of stuff to talk about.
All the things, like all of the
Yes.
things. You guys, my mom and her boyfriend are coming next week to Los Angeles, and I will give you guys. This is just a little tease of what we are doing, but we are going to Warner Brothers. Speaking of Warner Brothers, we're going to go and do the studio tour, which we've done. Bill and I have done it multiple times, but we're going to do a specific one, which is the TCM tour. So they have a Turner Classic Movies tour on the Warner Brothers lot. So I will give you the full rundown. We're going next, I think, Wednesday. So I'll let you know if it's any good, especially if you guys are out here visiting. It's always fun to know.
Is that still a thing? Turner Classic Network?
It is. Yep. It
Oh,
still
okay.
exists. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, but Bill is a huge TCM fan, as is my mom's boyfriend. So I was like, would you guys want to try the TCM tour? Because that's a good one. I've done the Gilmore Girls tour. That was a good one. They do it at the holiday time.
Oh, that's fun.
But it is super fun because they have the whole, in Stars Hollow, they have like the big band. What do you call it? Like a gazebo, I guess.
Yeah, the big
they have
gazebo.
that like
Yeah.
right there, and they decorate it.
cute.
And usually, Scott Patterson, who played Luke, will come out and greet the fans and things like that.
Aw.
And they have all the locations. It's great. Warner Brothers does a great job with their studio tours.
Nice. We watched a movie that had some interesting references to Minnesota called Dead of Winter with Emma Thompson.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that a few months ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny to listen to her with the Minnesotan accent.
Yeah,
How
that's true.
was it good? Did it take you out of the movie, or was it spot on?
No, it actually was pretty spot on. I mean, they didn't overdo it like Fargo did.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
annoying when they go
They
way
didn't-
too far.
They didn't overdo it, but she was what was she? She's a Sorensen who married a Lundquist,
Yeah, that's about right.
and they're running a bait shop near. They said something about Brainerd and some other city up there.
Yeah, Brainerd and what was the other town they mentioned?
Oh, there was another town that they mentioned.
Brainerd.
And he died, and she was going up to a lake to put his ashes in it, and she encounters this kidnapping and all of this kind of stuff. And she does say oofda.
She says oofda.
Oofda.
It's the
It's a
catchphrase.
Minnesota thing.
Say the
all way.
line, Bart.
Oh, oofda.
But what they did, which was interesting to me, that Scandinavian, carry on, keep going, no matter what, just that rugged. We can finish this, with a string and a bottle of bleach. We can do anything with a few things and use whatever you've got, and that kind of trait. They used that a lot in the movie, and you would think that if I just lay out the storyline, you would think maybe it sounds a little boring, but she was so good.
Yeah.
And
she
I don't
was.
think it was boring. The guy that played, what's her name?
Judy Greer's in it. You can think about Judy Greer. Yeah.
The guy that played her husband, he looked so familiar, but I don't remember his name, and I don't remember what he was in.
It says it's Mark Menchaca.
Yeah, who is he?
That's a good question.
Never heard of
Mark Menchaca.
He's been in all
Yeah,
sorts
Judy.
of things.
Yeah. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
Judy plays a psychopath very well too, I would have to say. It was good. I mean, especially with the Minnesota ties. I don't know if people outside of Minnesota would think it was so great, but I thought it was worth a watch.
Yep.
Ozark. I'm just trying to think like The Sinner. I'm just trying to see Homeland. Any of the shows that.
Oh, he was in Homeland.
Yeah, you guys watched
Yeah.
Homeland.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
Homeland, so that's probably where you recognize him from.
Yeah. Well, he had a full beard and stuff too, and was very bundled up most of the time, except for when he was suffering from hypothermia, and then he was running
Yep.
around.
Yeah, character actor. Like one of those that just
Yeah.
works a lot, which is great.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
It was-
career you want.
Yeah, it was worth watching. We were just like, yeah, it sounds and we watched the whole thing. So
I thought it was good. I went beyond just I thought it was really good.
2025. I don't think it's up for any Academy Awards, but I don't know. Emma Thompson's always fun.
She's such a great actress.
She really is.
I can watch her in Love Actually, that scene where she realizes her husband is having the affair with his secretary.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's opening up that necklace, I believe, and instead it turns out to be a CD. And she's so heartbreaking in that. And you think about it, it's like it's a rom-com, but she like just steals the show just in that 2 minutes of the entire
And then
movie.
I thought of you, Alex, because for some reason a Schitt's Creek thing popped up on next to watch.
That's
or
because
something,
Catherine
and it was-
O'Hara died.
Yeah.
And it was just the it was a little short of the folding in.
Oh my God,
episode.
folding the cheese.
Yeah, that's everywhere.
Just fold it in like a piece of paper. Do you fold it in half?
Neither of them had any clue.
What a
folding
loss.
the cheese.
My God, I
Yep.
laughed so hard.
Catherine and Dan are so brilliant in that scene.
Yes.
The whole show. I still call it the perfect series because I don't think they had a miss.
No.
They didn't end it. You know, sometimes they end it and you're like, why did they end it that way? No, they ended it on the perfectly sweet note.
It
Yeah.
was such a good show. I would like to rewatch the whole thing because I'm sure I've forgotten tons of episodes because it's been a while since it's been on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it during the pandemic, and I almost wish that I could go back and have the version of me watch it again who hasn't seen it before, because
yeah.
it was so magical
Yeah.
and in a time that was just kind of like, what are we all doing here in the pandemic? And it was such a
Right.
delight to watch that.
God, she was so damn funny. That folded in, and then
Just
he's
fold
like,
in
"It's
the
your
cheese,
recipe," and he
David.
walks away, and she's like, "Don't you dare!" It was so great.
So
love her.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
Best in Show. That's another great one.
Oh
Yep.
yes.
What's the one about they do the community theater? Waiting for Guffman. You've never
right.
seen that
yeah.
one? Oh,
Yep.
I love that one.
Yep, that was
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously,
And-
anything she was in was great. Really.
Home Alone. She's fabulous. Yeah, I think I need to go back and watch some of her movies.
Yep.
We lost a lot of good ones, like right in a row between like Diane Keaton and Catherine O'Hara,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner, just in terms of especially his talent behind the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Did they ever figure out why his kid killed them? Died?
It was crazy.
Why?
Well,
Yeah.
he was just arraigned earlier this week,
Right.
and he's pleading not guilty. So I'm going to assume that they are going to go for not guilty by reason of insanity. Is probably going to
yeah.
be the defense at this point. But it was confirmed that he has a public defender because his siblings chose not to pay for his defense, which
Oh, yeah.
I understand.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I completely understand. And I think they're gonna have an uphill battle with the reason of insanity, just because there were enough sort of premeditated things that possibly
Right.
happened. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
And now that Alex is here, everyone's not everyone needs to hear the story because apparently everyone's watched it, but everyone's talking about your Jimmy John's story.
Your Little John, the Little John story.
Everyone's
John.
watched it, just Mom and Kristen, probably.
Well,
Probably, but yeah.
I guess it's
Everyone
us
on the
too,
show,
but
I mean.
it's a charming story, so.
oh, you
Would
want
you
me to
care to
tell?
share it?
Do you want me to
Yes.
tell? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Melissa played it for me last night. So
See, everybody watched
I
it.
didn't know that this would be such a
I
hit.
haven't seen
I
it.
just
It's gone global.
I didn't know it would be
I
such a
watched it
hit.
before I went to bed last night
yeah, there you go.
I'm viral
Yeah.
with the
With the
podcast
podcast
people.
crew.
with 3 of us.
Yeah. 2 nights ago, the kids were just like bouncing off the walls for bedtime. And Dan and I were both just so tired. And I just randomly was like, if you both can get your teeth brushed, ready for bed, in bed, ready to close your eyes in 15 minutes, I will have Jimmy John's delivered to school and you can have Jimmy John's for lunch tomorrow. And they both like freaked out. They acted like it was Christmas Day. And they were like, they've never seen them go to bed as quickly. And Fawn even lost a tooth during this. She was like, my tooth fell out while I was brushing my teeth, like a molar. And I was like, okay. And she still was asleep like 15 minutes. And so I got the Jimmy John's delivered, and I work at their school, so I grabbed it and I brought it to their classrooms, and I ordered them the Little Johns because they're small, and I get them a bag of chips too. And I bring Fawn's into her classroom, and all of her classrooms or her classmates come up and say hi to me, and like, why didn't you get me one? And blah, 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 blah. And one of her classmates said, that's the smallest Jimmy John sandwich I've ever seen. And I was like, it's because it's a Little John. And Fawn goes, yeah, because I'm a Little John.
No, she is.
And she was just like so sincere about it. And she's like, I am small,
Yep.
and I have small
but
sandwiches.
I have seen that girl hoover down an entire plate of spaghetti, though, so she can eat a lot.
She can definitely eat.
She's-
Well, and I get the Little John sandwiches because they get so much stuff in the sandwich.
Right,
Like
yeah.
they eat.
less bread, more.
Yeah, like there's a ton of stuff in there. There's cheese, there's meat, there's lettuce, there's tomatoes, there's pickles, there's just tons of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cucumbers.
I used to
there's-
get the Monster or whatever it's called. I haven't gone to Jimmy John's in a million years, but that's what I used to get because it was like a Scooby-Doo sandwich.
Yeah.
With all the crap in it.
Yeah.
Is
And
that,
like
is that
so
real
good.
bread? Is it real bread?
Yeah.
yeah, they bake
Okay.
their own bread.
Yeah,
there
Jimmy
and-
John's is
Yeah.
good stuff.
We get Jimmy John's
When you go
every
in,
once
they
in
have a
while.
sign that says free
Free
smells.
smells.
The
Yep.
bread
Yeah.
smells that good.
Yeah.
Smell.
We don't have a lot of Jimmy John's around here, and every time I go to the Midwest, I'm like, I need a Jimmy John's.
We get
They're
a
so
Jimmy
good.
John's every once in a while. That's typically like if I'm not home for an evening, Dan and the kids will get Jimmy John's because I'm like, Jimmy John's is fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the kids and Dan really like it, and so that's like their thing that they eat if I'm not home for dinner. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, Tom was
Because
watching
I'm a
some
Little
YouTube
John.
thing about Kristen, you mentioned this a couple weeks ago about ice cream not being ice cream
That
anymore.
was just like yesterday, I
Oh, my
think.
Dairy Queen hasn't been ice cream for a long time.
I don't think ever was. It was
No, it
always a
never
potato
was.
starch
Yeah,
thing.
it's like
Yep.
starch based.
Oh, look at that. They call me
Weirdness.
mom in the chat. I have to say that I'm terrified to eat ice cream because of this show. So,
What show? Okay,
well,
what ice cream?
Magnum bars, which are
Whoops.
very expensive, apparently they are not real ice cream.
Like they're not
Oh.
dairy based?
they're
What do you
dairy
mean?
based,
I
but
don't
they're
know
not
what they are.
cream. They use either certain oils or they use skim milk.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's less than 10% milk fat. I still have the search from yesterday. Substituting cream with vegetable oils. It's
Okay.
either palm or coconut oil now.
Yep.
And they're now labeled frozen dairy dessert or frozen dessert. So
Yep.
you have to have it, you have to look on the
say
label,
ice
make sure
cream.
it's ice cream.
Yeah, if it says ice
what does
cream,
ice
then it's
cream
ice
mean?
cream. It means it's a certain amount of milk fat.
Yeah.
10% milk fat or more.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
what's
what
a
Haagen-Dazs, a Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
Haagen-Dazs is what we eat.
I am
So-
a massive ice cream snob, and like people are like,
Uh-oh.
ice cream's ice cream, like it's all, and I'm like, no, it's
Not.
not.
No, no.
That is
No.
false. I'm like, I would
No, 'cause
much
half
rather
of it's
have
plastic.
Yeah, I'm like, I would much rather have the like super high calorie, like really sugary stuff every once in a while than like, yeah, palm oil.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Well,
Like-
it tastes greasy now. I think we talked
Yes.
about
Yep.
this too with candy bars.
Yeah.
I can't even.
No,
I
chocolate's
bought
awful.
The Kit Kat, it is like a film of grease
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
mouth. And I'm
It's
like,
weird.
yeah,
Which
like,
is
I know.
great. Keeps me away from it. But at the same time, I'm like, every once in a while, you want a little Kit Kat or a Twix.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
kids'
think they
Halloween
did
candy
something to
this
the
year,
chocolate.
I just was like, this tastes weird.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
And after we talked about it, I think the grandson of the Reese's founder called out Hershey's and said, you're not using the same ingredients. And they're like, oh, well, we are. And then you look and they're not.
Uh-oh.
Well, I remember a few years ago, it was all about the lead in chocolate. And I guess that hasn't been taken out of a lot of products. So you got, I mean, just don't, what do you eat now?
Well, there's lead in everything.
There
like
is.
my protein
Well, and they're
powder.
saying
Literally.
arsenic in like gummy candies.
Yes, that was the newest thing, that there's
Sure.
arsenic in all of these candies.
Why wouldn't
They
there be?
put arsenic in
Oh,
it?
I don't think they
No, it's
put
just
it.
the
in.
naturally
levels-
occurring.
Yeah.
it's naturally occurring, but they're saying it's higher levels than
Right.
you should be consuming.
How do you de-arsenic candy? I don't understand.
Just put it through the de-arsenic
you
machine.
go.
Yeah, you just
know.
use your arsenic magnet.
Yeah.
And pull it out.
your
Takes it right
arsenic
out.
magnet.
No
I
problem.
think if you maybe had, like, if you're going to eat gummy bears, if you had fruit juice based gummy bears, you might be
Yeah.
better off than the gross, corn syrup, high fructose corn
Yeah.
syrup.
See,
powder.
and this
I
is
don't
what
know.
I tell my children because they can't eat a lot of red food coloring. It makes them just like not feel great. And so, yeah, I'll just be like, here, there's not literal poison in it. Either.
There
Yep.
you go.
I have a fun
Some
gummy
poison
bear
for you.
story. Well, it's not so much fun as it could be interesting to certain people.
Okay.
So I'm
There
not going
you
to
go.
say
What's the
where we
story?
were because I don't want to assign any blame, but we were somewhere, and Ethan had to go to the bathroom. And he went to the bathroom, and it was a bit of a mess. And we were like, what's going on? Did he get into something? Did he eat something bad? Is he sick? And then about half an hour later, it happened again. And we come to find out that someone gave him an entire bag of sugar-free gummy bears. He ate
Oh,
them all.
God.
I know who did.
Did she post it?
No, I talked with her yesterday on DM.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So yeah.
I talk with everybody.
You do
guys.
apparently.
I know everything that's going on in your family.
So if
No,
you're-
'cause
Right.
I had posted some low sugar drinks.
That would be why. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
and we talked about it.
so those of you out there, if you like to give your children or perhaps grandchildren candy, and you're on a diet and you eat sugar-free
Joy.
candy. Little kids cannot have sugar-free candy, not even a little bit,
Nope.
because this was the bag had like 10 of them in it, and that night we, the next morning we woke up and we got Ethan, and we were like, "Wow, it smells really bad in here."
Oh, no.
Yep.
Crapped his pants.
Yeah.
Strobe.
Oh, no.
Like 16 hours later, he was still like
Working through it.
extreme intestinal distress because of these 10 gummy bears.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know what
What
you're
were
thinking,
those
Mom,
ice
and
cream
yes.
bars
Yeah,
that
wait.
you were obsessed with, Tom? Not the Yasso bars, but the
The
other
ones before it.
the Yasso
Yeah.
bars. What were
Halo
those called?
Top.
Halo Top.
Halo Top.
Halo Top, yeah.
I was
Halo's
eating
Talk
so
about
bad.
garbage
Oh,
ice
my
cream.
God.
Why would anyone
It's
eat
exact-
that?
Because it's low calorie.
So
It's like one big
I-
chemical in a tub.
yes.
No, I was eating them, and I had basically the same thing happen to me. I'm like, what is going on with me? I've got to go to the gastroenterologist.
Yep.
It's like, no, it's Halo Top.
Yep.
The Yasso bars are good though.
There.
Yasso
they
bars
are.
are
They're
really
really
good.
good.
The like,
Yeah,
They
they
are
are good.
really delicious.
and it's
And
like
they
the
seem-
perfect little like.
it's the right size, and you've got the protein in it. So
Yeah.
100 calories.
I gave up
100
sugar
calories,
for
that's
Lent,
it.
so now I'm like, I want a Yasso bar.
They don't
to wait
have
40
sugar
days.
alcohol in it?
Do they?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
How
they
is
don't.
it sweetened?
I think
Yasso has, I think, low sugar.
Yeah, it's
I think
just
like one of those
sugar.
low
It's just
'Cause
sugar,
it's
but
sugar,
less of it.
because
Yeah,
it's
that's-
Greek yogurt
Yeah.
based,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah,
Because the cookies
Delicious.
and cream Yasso bars are good.
they are really good.
Yep.
The mint chocolate ones are really good too.
Yeah, I won't eat artificial sweetener. It makes me feel horrible.
I never have been.
No, thank you.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a list
this
of
is
ingredients
nice.
for the Yasso
Poor
bars.
Ethan.
You still
Yeah.
call it the Hershey Squirts? Thank
That's
you.
what
Thank
it
you so
was.
much
I love
for
that I was like, I know this story. I heard it yesterday.
Yeah, you've heard all the
Yeah,
stories
there you
we've
Tom,
got.
I know more about what's going on in your family than.
You do. You
Yeah.
know more than I know.
Because you're
Now
not
you have
on
to
the
get on social media
not
to catch
on
up with
Instagram.
everybody.
Well, I have a positive story that no one knows except Melissa and me.
All right.
That's
Okay.
also it's also about Ethan. We were playing a game called Pikmin, which is basically like you're a tiny little alien, like this big, like the size of an ant, and you're going around just like collecting things on Earth. So you'll crash land on Earth and you find stuff, and you don't know what any of it is, so you assume it's all treasure. So you just take it back to your ship, and you just take like the most random stuff, like food items and batteries and that sort of thing. And one of the things we found was a bunch of sushi. So I'm taking it back to my ship, and Ethan points at the screen and he goes, "Look, tuna nigiri." And I'm like, "How the hell do you know what tuna nigiri is?"
Kids are so sophisticated these days.
He's never had
Tuna
sushi
nigiri.
before. He's never had sushi in
Okay.
his life.
And he's what, 4?
Yeah, he doesn't eat
well,
anything.
you
No.
I was gonna say move them to LA because all the babies
Yeah.
eat sushi.
Oh,
and
my
you see them
kids-
with chopsticks at like 18 months.
My kids
Yeah.
love sushi. Fawn had
Yes.
shrimp for breakfast this morning. She was like, "Can I have shrimp for
Yeah, why
breakfast?"
not? It's good.
I was like, "Yeah, I can,
Protein, why not?
I can cook you up some shrimp on the stove at 8 a.m. Why not?"
Yeah. Make you
That
some.
sounds delicious, actually.
She had avocado toast and shrimp
Wow.
for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds like so decadent. I love
Yeah.
it.
Fancy child.
She
I'm going to your house for breakfast tomorrow when
Yeah.
I show up on your
Yeah.
She
doorstep.
eats like
You'll know
a
why.
she eats like a Gen Z like late 20s person. Like she
Love it.
I don't know. She doesn't eat kid food though. So it's like she doesn't really like mac and cheese.
No
she
nuggets?
doesn't really like chicken nuggets that like she'll eat them, but she'd much rather have like a super fancy avocado toast.
Huh.
Like
She's going to brunch. That's what it is.
Exactly.
She's brunching
Yeah,
What?
there you
I
go.
remember it being that age and like looking up to like the older, like the Gen X, the not kids, but like the young adults
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, the older teenagers, the
thinking they
younger
were, like,
adults,
so
and think,
cool
yeah, like
and
these are the cool
interesting.
people, so I should do what they're doing. And she's probably basically at that same stage.
she just has always had that palate though. Like she's always just liked like I've always called her an egg snob because she like if eggs are kind of pale, like for scrambled eggs, she's like, these don't taste like anything. Why would anyone eat these?
Yeah.
Like they have to
She
have
has a
like the
sophisticated
yeah,
palate.
she
I
really
get her
does.
because I was like that. My favorite food at like 3 was lobster. I wanted
Oh,
lobster.
God.
Wow, you're from Boston.
But I'm
Yeah.
from Boston. Remember,
Yeah.
it's like $1.99 a pound.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
just
Both
was
my
caught
kids
right
love
off the shoreline.
Yeah, both my kids love crab. Like I might get sushi for Fawn for dinner tonight because she has dance, and I am not going to be able to like
Yeah, sushi's quick.
heat up anything for her,
Yep.
so I can just bring it to her from the fridge, and she'll just inhale it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
In
it's
the car.
filling. It's good.
Yes,
It is filling.
All right, somebody has to go on to her next 15 jobs.
She's gonna go get her hair done, apparently.
Yeah, in a couple hours, gotta get the hair did.
I'm getting mine done
the
tomorrow.
hair
We'll
did.
both be so fancy on Monday.
Yay!
I
Oh,
got
Andy wants
mine
to know,
done
did I watch the
yesterday.
finale? Yes, Andy, I did watch the Traitors finale.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, I was asking about Traitors.
Was it Trader-tastic?
Trader Joe's.
It was exactly as I expected. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that didn't see it, but I thought it was kind of anticlimactic, to be honest.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
there
all right.
you go.
Because the person
bet-
we thought was going to win basically won. So,
Oh.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right, we will talk to you next week.
Yes, have a great weekend, everyone.
You too.
Bye.
Two.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt, Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We shall take a break and be right back. Is Hunyuk with us today?
Sure is.
Lamb.
Assuming I know who you're talking about, which I do.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
one,
that's true. That's exactly
Hunyuk.
right. All right, we'll be right back in a couple of minutes. For Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong. But suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing, and people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. You may have noticed it's been cold out. You may also have noticed that if you go to TomBernardPodcast.com and click the merch tab up top, you can purchase a nice warm hoodie that you can use to stave off the frostbite. Then, once your arms are warm, you can get yourself an insulated tumbler so that you can thaw your frozen soul with a hot beverage of your choice. And if you haven't noticed these things, now you know. We're rocking, man.
Hey, man.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought for sure that Michael Bryant was going to pop on today because he had to go yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday
Well, at
didn't
least
work.
he's bringing me to you, so
That's exactly
That's
right.
true.
He's there in spirit, baby.
He's there in spirit. Timmy Lammer is brought to you by Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant, seeking justice for the injured. There you go. Now we got it
Bradshaw
covered.
and Brian.
Tim, did you ever watch Dead of Winter with Emma Thompson?
No, I want to see it. It's on HBO Max, I know,
Really
and
good.
set in Minnesota, northern Minnesota,
Yep.
but obviously it was shot somewhere else. But yeah, just for that reason, I want to see it. So, did you watch it?
Yeah, well, it said something about film associated with Minnesota, Germany, and another country.
Yeah, Minnesota, Germany, and another country.
I
Maybe
don't
they
know.
did shoot it up there. That would be great. I mean, it's so interesting to me, just random shows how Minneapolis pops up or Minnesota pops up when just in the dialogue or whatever. I don't know if there's a lot of writers from here or something. But
Emma Thompson, she produced it.
oh, cool.
Margaret
there
says
is
it
a
was shot in
movie
Finland.
coming up called Normal, which is set in the fictional town of Normal, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Starring Bob Odenkirk and Henry Winkler.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Cannot wait to see that. I love them both, and there's some other folks in there recognizable as well. So no, I want to see it. I mean, it's nice outside. Do I want to watch a movie about the frozen north? I guess. Okay.
Yeah, it made me feel very cold to watch it.
Yeah,
I
there
like how
you
the
go.
tag.
Yeah, they're just walking around in a blizzard and they're taking off their mittens. It's like, you never take off your mittens
No.
when it's that cold, ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Margaret says it was shot in Finland.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
there you go.
The sad part about it is that just because of the tax breaks that people get in foreign
Yep.
countries, they
Yeah.
just don't shoot a lot.
Yep.
There was a movie that we talked about, and we had the guys on the podcast here, Brian Netto and Adam Schindler.
Really
Did
nice
the movie
guys.
Don't Move.
Yeah.
Yep.
They shot it in Bulgaria.
Yep.
Yep.
Sam Raimi was with them. They went over because it's a lot cheaper, even to travel, even to pack up whatever equipment you have.
I know.
And then hire a bunch of local crews who work for a lot less, apparently.
Right.
I don't know. But the movie's terrific. It looks great. But yeah, they got to fix that, man, because Hollywood is on its last legs. I mean, the actual town
Yes,
itself, as far as
right.
the production center,
Yep.
is on
Expensive.
its last legs.
Well, this
Well-
Normal movie was shot in Winnipeg, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Vancouver is another
Yep.
Yep.
hot
Yeah.
destination. Atlanta was, and I think still is, but Disney, who was shooting all of their superhero pictures there, decided to uproot their business and go over to England or something. Pinewood.
Well, there's a woman in our building that ran a very successful casting agency out
Yep.
of Miami, and that's back when everybody was shooting in southern Florida. And
Yeah.
she said they lost the industry here to Atlanta because they were giving such big, they
Yeah.
were
Oh,
giving, they were giving them so much, and it was really it's interesting to see. I mean, if a film makes a lot of money, they make a lot of money, but I guess it's always a gamble, and you always want to have your expenses as low as possible. So
Sure,
just in case
sure.
you don't make $1 zillion, you can break even anyway or something.
Yeah. I mean, lucky for me, and Tommy, I'm sure you remember this, and Catherine, the time period in the 90s, mid-90s was a heyday for Minnesota film production.
Oh, absolutely.
One of them where they had a scene set at that old radio station. Martin Mull ran it. Remember?
Oh, yeah,
Jingle
yeah,
All the
yeah.
Way.
Oh, yeah.
Jingle All the
Yep.
Way.
Yeah. But I mean, it was really hot. I mean, it was really a hot place to make films. And I would
Yep.
imagine that there was an actual film board. Now, there is some sort of organization. It's no longer called the Minnesota Film Board, but they do try to get productions here. But, it's just nothing like it was in the mid-90s. The mid-90s was, Grumpy Old Men, Grumpier
Yeah.
Old Men, tons of movies.
Yeah.
Can I ask you for a little inside information?
Yes, sir.
Because somebody just sent me a message that they were watching YouTube, and for some reason, I don't know if they do this a lot or what was good. They were doing the height of all of the male stars in Hollywood. That's kind of, I mean, isn't it kind of a weird thing to do?
Yeah, I mean, look, there are tricks, and I've told you this before. I mean, if you want to make somebody look tall on the big screen, you're going to make them
Right.
look tall. It doesn't matter.
Right.
The story, the most, witnessed it firsthand was when I stupidly stood on a set for 7 hours for the Mighty Ducks 3, thinking I was going to be in the opening shot, and they cut it off right before me.
Ah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That's
everybody's going to
great.
be in the shot. Everybody. It was
Not
Mary
you.
Lou Henner's husband who directed the picture, and I don't know if they're still married or whatever. Everybody's going to be in the shot. I was standing next to Belinda Jensen at Care 11.
Yep.
I think they cut the shot off like halfway through her face.
Oh.
So half of
God.
Belinda's face got in it. But anyway, we're sitting there. It's a press conference scene. And standing behind us is Emilio Estevez, and they put a bunch of crates down so he could walk in.
The milk crates, yep.
Because
Apple
Emilio
boxes, yep.
isn't that tall. So yeah, there are ways, but look, I can see how it could be an issue. Say if you're talking about a Jack Reacher who is 6'5",
Right.
in Tom Cruise's cast, I can see why there's an issue there. But other than that, I mean, really, who cares?
But
I mean,
it's this said that Henry Winkler is 5'5.5".
do you believe that?
No.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Stallone is another short guy.
Yeah,
He's like 5'8" and a half.
Yeah,
Well, Alex,
5'8".
it's Alex's best friend.
Yeah,
so
we're very
she would know.
close.
Yeah.
He's not much taller than
Yeah.
You go way back.
Did you think he was like 5'8"? Were you close enough to determine his height?
Yeah, maybe 5'8". Yeah.
That'd be a good gag. Is going to L.A. and recording yourself following celebrities around with a tape measure, being like,
I like
That
it.
actually is a great. You better copyright that right now.
Yeah,
Andrew.
you
That's
better.
Funny.
It's a great idea.
someone
There
in the
was
chat.
it was like a meme or something going around after they cast in season. Is it 3 already? Last year was season 3 of Reacher, where they had Paulie. Remember Paulie, the bodyguard
Oh,
who was
sure.
7'2"?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They put a picture of him next to Alan Ritchson, who's down here, and then Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah. Tom Cruise like
Cruise looked
5'7",
like
isn't he?
half of Paulie's height. Oliver Richters is the name of the actor. And so it's funny. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're a charismatic actor, they're going to find a way to make you tall.
Right,
and get you on
right.
stage.
Someone in the hidden
I
chat says the
understand
film Marmalade was filmed in Minnesota and it was pretty good. So that was 2024.
Yeah, I mean, there's a movie called Sold Out, the movie that was made here that I reviewed, I know, on the radio station a couple of years back. I mean, there's a lot of smaller independent productions that happen here. Another one just recently that Bo Bridges, and I know I reviewed this one as well. Marissa Coughlan, who is from here, shot the picture here. So there are a lot of, smaller independent productions, which is great. Any boost to the local economy.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot of talent.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the whole thing with the Minnesota Film Board. They got all these people that are like gaffers and, a lot of technical people
Sure.
that work in the industry that are very well able and worked on all these pictures in the mid 90s. All of a sudden, it's like, poof, it goes away. So you either got to follow them out to wherever, Atlanta or whatever, or you're just out of work, which sucks.
Yeah.
Blue-Eyed
That's not
Girl is
good.
the name of Marissa Coughlan's movie. Is it Marissa? I hope it's Marissa. Sorry, Marissa, if you're watching. But yeah. Another Minnesota movie shot. Sorry, have to look at it. Yeah, it is Marissa Coughlan from here. Blue-Eyed Girl. Watch it if you haven't had an opportunity. I believe it's might be on Prime Video.
Blue-eyed
So
girl.
yeah. I'm Minnesota. Look, I'm born and bred here. I'm proud of what we do here, and I want to see films and productions here.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. No
Probably
question.
a short filming season though.
Yeah. You're kind of held hostage by the weather. Well, another one, A Simple Plan. You shot a lot of it in Delano, but they actually had to move the production to Ashland, Wisconsin for the snow.
Oh.
Because there wasn't
sure.
any freaking
Yep.
snow here when they
Yep.
needed it. But they still shot a lot of it here. And it's always interesting when I've talked with Danny Elfman a few times over the last few years, and he scored that picture for Sam Raimi, who directed it. And that's where he met Bridget Fonda, and they got married. They met
really?
in Delano.
In Delano, okay.
Yeah,
Bridget
yeah,
Fonda,
yeah.
you don't see her around much.
No,
Does she
no,
do
it's
that?
just funny. You know what? Look, I mean, if I'm sure Danny, he's in her residuals. It's like I'm sure they're fine. It's like, why deal with the business if you don't have to?
That's true.
You know.
Any business now, to tell you the truth, it's like, why deal with it if you don't have to?
It's true.
Well, I know it really is. It's such of a tough business, and said this several times on this podcast. I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, I got a great investment idea in a movie," the first answer from you is "F you,"
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're not. You will lose. You will
Yes.
lose.
Yep.
I'm sorry. It is just really, really brutal.
That's how people are with money now. I guess maybe they always have been bad, but it's the worst. That people are incredibly greedy now.
Well, they're enamored. Well, in the case of Hollywood, I think that your would-be investors are enamored with Hollywood, with stars and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you also got to remember when Tom Cruise did, and I'm not knocking Tom. I love Tom Cruise, and I love the last Mission
Yeah,
Impossible.
yeah.
And he sticks part of his own money. He's a producer. I mean, and there's a reason he gets pissed off on set, during the pandemic if you weren't wearing your damn mask or whatever. But that picture cost $400 million.
Woo!
Yikes.
How do you make that back?
Wait a minute. What cost 400
The
million?
last Mission Impossible cost
What?
reportedly $400 million.
How?
I don't doubt it. I mean, all those props. I mean, they have to like shut down train
Well,
lines so
yeah,
they can use
the
them for
problem
shooting.
with that was the pandemic thing. And remember, those last two pictures were supposed to be back to back.
Yeah.
And because the seventh one underperformed, they kind of stepped back and say, okay, we got to do something here to make the hit.
How about
I think the only guy that maybe a slim chance of possibly investing in this actually was proven with Avatar 3 that even that
Yeah.
1.4 billion is a lot of money, but he also sunk $400 million into the picture. James Cameron.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I mean, it's ungodly. And you got to remember too, when you have these movies with these big stars and they get back end participation, so they see the cut of the ticket sales or the profit before anybody else does. So a movie could make hundreds of millions of dollars, but still be in the red because they're paying the big name director or the big name actor. They got a profit participation in it. So yeah, it's one business that, again, I'm glad to be outside looking in.
Yeah.
I just take care of my own little backyard here. Maybe keep my own damn bills paid. I don't want to sink my money into something in the hopes that it might earn me a penny or two.
Yeah. No, I think that's pretty wise.
Same with the restaurant business.
Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's
Someday
always
we'll be
been a
able to
slim
tell our
margin. And you're talking about the pandemic and then the situation here with the ICE people coming in and how restaurants suffered from that and all that stuff. So I'm not going to get into the whole ICE thing or politics, but yeah.
No.
But speaking of investing money in movies, it seems to me that Paramount knows enough, in addition to buying Warner Brothers Discovery, that, okay, if you spend $40 million on Scream 7, you're likely going to make your money back. Because it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know why people keep going to these movies. I screened it.
Yeah.
And it's a Hammer movie. It's a 3 out of 10. It's
Okay.
That's
if
not
I were a
good.
nice person, I would say it's dull and uninformed. But if I'm a mean person, I'd say it's lazy and stupid.
Oh.
It is just so much of the same wash, rinse, repeat BS with the who's Ghostface now? Who's under the mask?
Yeah.
And they find who it is and they kill him, and then somebody else puts on the mask and they chase people around and they stab them. And oh my God, I just, this series, just put it down, man. Just put it down.
Chase people around and stab them. Well, that sounds like
Yeah,
a movie.
That'll happen.
Honest to God, I think that it's like part of the appeal is, hey, I got a great idea for this new creative way to eviscerate somebody. And you see
exciting.
that. Yeah, that's new. Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen that done before. Yeah, that's new, but it's also gross to look at. And it is honestly quite frightening because people lose their shit once in a while and go nuts and do things. And yeah, this is just I can't do this because we're on camera, but hello, Tommy and Catherine. I'm the ghost face guy behind the mask.
Yeah, there you go.
How many times we gotta frickin' hear that crap, man?
Yep. Why don't we take a quick break? Be right back in just a couple of seconds, all right?
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sure.
You've heard me and my family rave about fresh, dry snacks, and we and the grandkids love them. No question about that. Fresh, dry snacks are a real food. There's no junk at all. Made with real fruits, real vegetables, real ingredients, not powders, not fillers, not fried snacks. What's on the label is what's in the bag. It's called the Fresh Dry Difference. They use a proprietary fresh dry process. They dry for flavor, not longevity. The result, real crunch, real nutrients, no frying, no oils. Right now, they offer 5 veggie blends, 12 different fruit options, 6 granola bite flavors. Go to freshdrysnacks.com and use code BARNARD, BARNARD, for 10% off your first order. Shipping is always free on orders over $100. Want to try them this week? Find them at the Home and Garden Show at the Minneapolis Convention Center and stop by their booth to try some. Oh, we're rocking out,
Alex,
man.
you should go to the Home and Garden Show because your kids could eat samples enough to offset any cost of getting it.
Very
Let's
true.
go eat the food.
They love
Come
those
for the
fresh-
convention, stay for the food.
They
Yep.
love they love.
I see
fresh
on the
dried
comments
snacks.
here, LOL like Halloween. Yes, Scream 7 is like Halloween because when they rebooted this one, they got Jamie Lee Curtis to come back, and they worked in her daughter and The Shape, the Michael Myers guy with the Bill Shatner mask. Now all of a sudden he's going after Laurie Strode and her daughter. Well, in this one, Nev Campbell is back after sitting out the picture because they offered her to, that's the whole thing. She was pissed off because they just offered her very little. And she's really kind of the face of the franchise. So she sat it out. And then the complexion of the whole 7 film changed. So they got her back for a tidy sum. And the storyline is that she's in hiding because obviously traumatized by a guy with a Scream mask chasing her around for 5 movies. She's the Ghostface finds out her location, and her daughter is now 17, the same age that Nev Campbell was in 1996 when they did that picture. So it's like, I'm gonna kill both of you now.
Oh, God.
So like, okay, so
You know what my
it's
least
like
favorite
the
thing
old
is?
Halloween part last route with that one.
My least favorite thing about movies like that, especially where the killer isn't some supernatural entity, is there's always a scene where they end up disabling or knocking down the killer or whatever, and the killer's like knocked out or something. And what do? They run away. Like, take a brick and finish the job already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, Andy, then there can't be another
Exactly.
remake.
That's why they don't do it, obviously.
I think it was either 6 or 5. The person who, in my opinion, undeservedly won the Best Actress Oscar last year, Mikey Madison. Demi Moore should have frickin' won.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mikey Madison is not that tall. She was one of the Ghostface killers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's funny how these people, when they're so empowered when they put on these costumes, how they can just kick ass all over the place and throw these people down. It doesn't matter if they're a foot tall or whatever. They just throw them down. But you're right. Everybody in Hollywood is short. So maybe,
Yeah,
it
they
is
are.
a little easier than we thought. But yeah, here they actually bring back a couple legacy characters that died in the past, but they find a creative way of doing it. So, they've done that before, though. And it's just, God, you could say, well, let's end the series. We could go on to 8. Or what they'll end up doing is wait a couple years. Now, this movie's really going to have to lose its ass for that to happen.
Right.
But wait a couple years and then reboot it and then just start the whole story over again like they're doing with Harry Potter. Because they're doing a Harry Potter series on HBO Max,
Oh, that's right.
are?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So,
that.
yeah, it's just creatively bankrupt. It just can't come out. And your independent films, your great films, again, Blue Eyed Girl, Minnesota Made, Marissa Coughlan, it's just a human story that you can relate to and you can watch, and it's like, that's a great film. But it's the sort of film that you probably are not going to get a big studio to invest in, because it's like, well, we got to see so many people getting killed, and we got to have big stars in it that
Yeah.
we're going to sell tickets, and half the time they don't sell tickets, and all that sort of BS. So, yeah.
Is it getting really, really bad? From what I understand, fewer and fewer and fewer people are going to movie theaters now. The longer it's been going on, I guess the worse it gets. Is that what you hear?
Well, I know that, when they do month by month comparisons, it was last October, I believe, October of 2025 was the lowest attended month in 27 years,
Oh, see,
apart
that
from the
breaks my heart.
pandemic.
What happened 27
yeah.
years prior? Because, I mean, that would have been the mid-'90s, and I thought that was like the golden age of going to the theater.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's just
kids movies still do all right, though, don't they?
yeah, they
They're
do.
always gonna
And,
do it.
well, Lilo and Stitch and Zootopia 2 were two of the highest grossing pictures last year.
Yeah.
And
It is
Avatar.
fun.
I
It
saw
is
both
fun
of
to
them
bring
in
your
theaters.
kids.
No, there you go.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
to bring the
so
kids.
you're gonna have your Super Mario Galaxy, and you're gonna have your Toy Story 5, and there's another one coming up. It looks like an Easter movie, Hoppers.
Hoppers.
That you will get families into theaters.
There's a Steph Curry movie out right now that's animated.
Huh.
A what?
Steph Curry, the basketball player.
Yeah,
he
that's right. Goat.
Directed Goat. Yep.
Go.
Sage
Goat.
really
And
wants
that-
to see that.
That started off at number 2 because it opened opposite Wuthering Heights, but then last weekend it was number 1. So they have legs, these movies too. That's the other thing. I mean, these family movies, if they don't want to fight a crowd, one of the few movies where you actually would fight a crowd, say, well, let's just go on the second weekend. And then as it turns out, I mean, the box office was terrific. So, but still, a lot of movies like that will only be out in theaters for a month or 5 weeks before they're available on streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I always throw out, if a good movie on premium video on demand, PVOD, will cost you anywhere from $19.99 to $29.99 to buy,
I know.
or $14.99 to $24.99 to rent for 48 hours. You're thinking, God, that's a lot of money. But how much money do you spend at a theater?
Yeah.
And you're in a controlled environment. You don't have to worry about cell phones and yakking and obnoxious people and all that sort of stuff. So
Right.
it is actually a pretty good deal if you think about it. If you got a family of 4 that's going to spend $25 on a movie rental for 48 hours, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at
that's
all.
true.
So that's hurting the industry. I mean, that is definitely hurting the theatrical industry. So the whole push is to have that bigger window between PVOD and theatrical and PVOD.
Well, next
But a
year,
lot of times it'll be after only a month before they're on digital.
I think we're going to be seeing the highest ROI movie of all time come out, the Bluey movie. That is going to make $1 trillion.
Yes, it will.
And it's not going to cost much to make because it's animated, and it's animated in a somewhat cheap way. It looks good, but it's not
Yeah.
hand drawn, so it's easy to make. And I don't think these voice actors are making insane amounts of money quite yet. So
No.
Well, in
no, they're not.
the writer, it's the last thing he's doing.
yeah,
apparently,
that's it for
after
Bluey,
the-
I think.
They're carrying on Bluey because Disney
Oh.
finally. I was told this. Disney bought it because it used to be like it would play on Disney, but it was like they licensed it.
Yeah,
but it
from
was
Queensland, I
owned
think,
by-
like
yeah.
the government of Queensland or something. owned
Something
it?
weird, yeah. But now Disney has bought it, and so it's going to be like in the Disney parks, and they're going to have Disney writers, because the writer, the guy that's always written all the Bluey stuff, he's like, I will do the movie and then I'm done. But they're going to keep it going, so it'll just be interesting to see if it continues to be what it has been or
Bluey's
not.
going to
Did
start
they
saying, I am Groot, and I'm going to...
Well, if Disney's
out.
doing it, it might end up getting a $200 million budget.
That's true.
I mean, they've spent $200 million on animated pictures before.
I know, but
believe
nobody
me.
wants that from Bluey.
No, it's supposed to be like
No.
wholesome
Like,
and
yeah, that's not what anyone wants to see. If that's what happens, then people will be disappointed, I think.
I think so too.
Because the whole point of
they-
Bluey is that it's like simple and sweet.
Yeah, it's charming.
Yeah.
Big Dave 13 is asking, do you go any other time besides screenings? Actually, yes, I do, just because of where I'm located. And it's a matter of driving 2 hours back and forth altogether.
Yeah, to
And,
see a screener.
and for free, for the free screening, or just going locally, which I do. And in fact, last night, because Scream 7 did not screen in advance, I didn't have a choice. 8:30 at night, maybe. Now this is out in the sticks, well, Monticello. It's still maybe 10 people
Oh,
for a
Really?
nighttime screen. Now this is a preview screening.
wow,
Though.
that's not very nice.
Again, I tell people, if you want to go without any interference, any noise, go to a Thursday preview, because that's where generally your smallest crowds are at. A lot of people don't even know the pictures are out on Thursday night. But yeah, a lot
Right.
of studios will start them as early as 2 o'clock on Thursday to get people in the door. And yeah, so I it's fun to go to screenings once in a while, see old friends and stuff like that. But I think the last one I actually did that for was Wicked, the last Wicked one.
Alex, did they say if it's going to be in Disney's going to do a Bluey thing? Are they going to remake something, or because they never add anything? They've got all this land in Disney World, and they don't ever add
Yeah.
anything. They just reimagine something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's as far as like
Oh,
the Bluey Land is going to be here and this is the plan
Okay.
for it. But
Oh,
like now that
alright.
Disney has the rights to it, they can do whatever they want with it, really.
that's right.
So
Well, yeah, Disney has always been is just as much about marketing as it is
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
product. And it's smart. I mean, hell yeah.
yeah.
I think it's probably talking about investments on Disney's behalf, because they have a gajillion dollars. To buy Bluey probably was a great business.
Oh God, Bluey makes so much money, and like I said, it's not a big budget thing. So every dollar they make is a dollar of profit.
Yep.
But then
When does
again,
that-
they also bought Star Wars, and that's waned. And
Yeah.
we're finally getting another Star Wars picture with the Mandalorian and Grogu this summer. The first Star Wars film in 6 years.
Yeah, since not Rogue One, was it?
It was the Rise of Skywalker. It was the last.
They haven't made
of
one since then? Huh?
Yeah, I think it's 2019.
Wow.
Oh my God,
Jeez.
yeah, longer than 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, about 6 years, 7 years.
This
But
is
and mostly they have TV shows that. This is sad. I used to love Star Wars. I don't watch the Star Wars shows anymore. It just,
Yeah.
I never watched them.
creatively, it's just
Yeah,
not there
I
for
watched,
me anymore.
Yeah, ever since Jean-Luc Picard left, I didn't
that's
like
Star
it.
Trek, but
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
One of those. One of those.
Okay, I guess I never did watch Star Wars, except for the original movie. That's
yeah.
the one with the Chewbacca and all that, right?
Yeah,
that would have
yeah.
been.
I
You
haven't
probably watched A
any
New
of them
Hope.
past
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But they
I-
also bought Pixar, and Pixar was a cash cow for them for a long time, and that has suffered greatly in the past few years. But Toy Story 5.
Yeah, that's
Again,
going to be huge.
You always have your fail-safe in there,
I
and
hope it's
'cause you
good.
got to believe, to get Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, all these people to voice their roles again, pony up.
Well, they're
One of them died, didn't they? One of the voices.
Well,
yeah, a
Some
few of them.
have. I mean, Rickles.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
right,
Rick
Rick
was
Mr.
a part
Potato
of this,
Head. Yeah,
right.
he's dead. And John Carney, whatever it is, the voice of Slinky Dog, Ernest.
Oh.
Yeah.
He died a long time
And,
ago.
the guy Ned Beatty, he was Lots of Huggin' Bear.
Lots of
Oh,
hugging.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
He was
Lotso.
actually
Yeah, like the
evil
weird
SOB.
mob
Lots
boss.
of Huggin' Bear.
He was scary.
Yeah, well, he was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Barney, yeah.
passed away. But yeah, I don't even know. I mean, a good movie, you're not going to say you don't want to sit there and say, boy, Tom Hanks sounds great. You want
Yeah.
to believe that this doll
Right.
is coming
Yeah, it's
from
supposed to be
life.
Woody.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be Tom Hanks.
Right.
Right.
Did you
right.
see the
But,
promo shot where Woody has a bald? He's going bald, like as a reference to how old he is. Yeah, like I think a kid like rubbed some of the hair off the top of his head, so he has like a bald
No,
spot
yeah.
now as
That's
a visual
funny.
gag.
That's great. That's taking it forward just a little notch. I mean, reality in a way. Who was it? Oh, yeah. But talk about another disaster. They did a movie called Lightyear, which is a
Yes.
prequel story to
Oh,
Toy
yeah.
Story.
Well, it's not a
Wasn't it
prequel. It's
live?
about
Evans voiced
it's a
him.
show inside the Toy Story universe. So it's a show
Right.
based on the toy. So it's a show within a show. It's not actually like in the same universe.
Well, and wasn't it like
Right.
live action?
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
No, it was animated.
Was it? I thought it was live
But
action.
don't put that past him, Alex, to do that next.
Yeah, for
No,
real.
but it
Like
was
they're
like
doing with all the princess
weirdly,
properties.
but it looked really
Yeah, it
real
was
or
realistic.
something.
They didn't look
yeah,
like
like it
toys.
was really strange. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, it was
The
no one liked
controversy
it.
was, well, why not use Tim Allen's voice? Why Chris Evans? Chris Evans sounded great and everything like that, but yeah, thankfully they rectified it by because they always kind of position it like Toy Story 3. This is the last. Oh wait, we're
Yeah.
gonna bring him back for one more. And
Yeah.
I think they actually just look at a balance sheet and say, Jesus Christ, we need another Toy Story.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Which,
We
bring
need
him back.
money.
Bring him back.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So somebody that does a lot of voiceover and, like Tom Hanks, could he copyright his voice, and then if they start using AI in the future, his descendants get the money?
That is a great question, Catherine, because it's already been a couple of years, but he got his lawyers on this whole AI thing, and he has basically given permission for them to use his likeness as an AI character or voice from here to Kingdom Come.
Okay.
So some actors are doing that. Actually, James Earl Jones
Okay.
did the same thing so he could
Yeah.
take care of all of his family with the voice of Darth Vader. Now, whether that actually applies to Mufasa, I'm not sure, but I know for sure that AI can recreate Vader from here till
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering about that, because it is their own voice. It shouldn't just be able to be stolen.
they're fighting it. They're fighting it so hard. But let's remember something here. The last contract was 3 years ago, where they thought they had these AI provisions and all that stuff. Think about how much technology is
Right.
changing, and filmmakers are saying, AI could be a useful tool, not to replace people, but to speed up the process. So you're seeing more filmmakers embrace it and all that sort of stuff. Now there's another contract coming out. Is there going to be another strike because there's going to be a bigger push for AI?
Oh.
They can it's like a Band-Aid. They can solve these problems for short periods of time. So if they come to some sort of agreement, the Screen Actors Guild and the Directors Guild. Now Christopher Nolan is the head of the Directors Guild, and he's pushing for a 5-year deal because 3 years just doesn't seem like enough. But yeah, okay, they strike a deal today, but in 5 years, when the technology is God knows where it's going to be,
Right.
it's from now till the end of time, it's going to be a bunch of infighting as far as the use of AI.
Wow.
Yeah.
The use of AI is kicking ass on like publications and stuff, because as you know, when you do a Google search, it will pull from everywhere and give you a Google result. So instead of clicking on an article, you can just say, oh, I got the AI version of this. I don't need to go any further. So that might cut down on traffic if you're talking about that sort of thing. The search engine and all that stuff, they fully embraced AI, but you have to remember, they could be pulling from inaccurate sources.
They do all the time. Yeah.
They
Yes.
do all the time.
So
I've
the
even,
answer you're getting is not entirely accurate. So I would just say, click on those damn articles. Click on, AI can be so damaging in so many different ways. So, and the Hollywood thing is just one part of it.
Yeah, I've even asked AI. I'm like, your sources are biased. How do you? Why don't you go to another source and bring me, another opinion? And they're like, no, we're not interested in doing that. And a lot of times it'll say, yeah, we're biased. It's a biased article. We know this.
What can you do?
So it's like, how good is an extrapolation for you if they're just going to parrot and something I can find
Yeah.
on mainstream media. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, one good thing is they do provide you links to
Yeah.
different places
Yeah.
that they pulled from, so then you can decide for yourself whether this is actually accurate or not. But yeah, I mean, obviously, that's the biggest concern amongst reporters and writers and everybody in my field right now is that, and they're so against it. That's what the great part about it is. I mean, if there is any sort of union in journalism, it is we cannot let AI replace and write the articles for us. I mean, so at least there's some protections from the publications out there to just talk to the hand if you want. And people, they actually have technology to read your articles to tell if it's AI, because some people just out there are lazy.
Wow.
And they'll just pull some from AI and say they wrote it. And but there's also technology to say, oh, that looks like it was generated from AI.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are at least right now huge protections again, to protect people because it's jobs,
Sure.
Lots of jobs.
Yeah.
All right, Pally, it's going to do it for another week. We'll talk to you next week, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, next week I'm going to have an interesting one. It's called The Bride.
Oh yeah.
It's a Bride of Frankenstein movie set in the 1930s in Chicago. It's like The Bride of Frankenstein meets Bonnie and Clyde. Christian Bale as the monster.
Yeah, you've been looking
Okay.
forward to that one for a while, haven't you?
Well, look, I love creativity. I love originality. But Jesus, this looks like, boy, this might be a stretch for me.
Oh, you think?
But who knows? Next week I'll tell you whether I love it or whether it should be the bride part last.
Okay.
Bride part last. I love it. What
There you
was
go,
that
baby.
again?
Have a great weekend.
What was that again?
That was Halloween part last.
Halloween part last. That's right.
Art last.
I forgot about that.
And one coming up, I have to tell you quick. There's a new version of The Mummy coming up.
Oh boy.
Wow.
I wonder if there's going to be that. Do you think there's going to be that line in there, Tommy? About the mummy?
Probably not.
How you can't outrun a mummy.
How you can't outrun a mummy. That was at, I believe, the Capri Theater.
Yep.
And this guy gets caught by a mummy.
I
The
know.
mummy
They
chases
can
him and
barely
catches him.
move.
I know.
And
You
way
want to
back.
seriously, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Check out the trailer. It is freaking scary. And this is the sort of mummy that's going to catch your ass. This is not one of these, you can't outrun a mummy. This sucker, it looks scary. And I don't say that often about trailers.
Yeah.
This is like, oh, God, this is creepy.
Well, let me say this, sir. I don't know who you were at the Capri Theater back in the day, but I laughed for about 3 weeks after you said, how you can't outrun a mummy.
Well, it's a
It
valid
Laugh
point.
of
I mean,
lifetime, man. Decades. It's one of my all-time favorite lines that stories you've shared with me.
It was the great. Well, going to the movies on West Broadway in North Minneapolis was a different deal. It was always fun. They didn't put up with anybody's BS, which I really liked. But it was always people talking to the screen, but that was part of going to those theaters.
Sure.
Yeah,
Because you knew people would be talking back to the screen,
yeah,
which is fine.
yeah.
And I'll close with this. I made a huge mistake. I was 16 or 17 years old, and I put my warm-up jacket on from a basketball team I was playing on. The entire movie, Bernard, because it said it on the back of the jacket. Bernard. The whole movie. It's like, oh, God. Whatever.
That's the sort of thing that turns into a nightmare.
Yes, no
Wake up
question.
being, but no.
You never know.
Bernard. All right, Pally, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, have a good weekend.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. We'll be right back in 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a second to talk about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. As a business owner, you're always looking for opportunities to grow, and that's where North American Banking Company can help. Their business banking team offers tailored solutions, whether you're expanding your team, opening a new location, or upgrading equipment. Because they're locally owned, loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities, which means faster approvals and more flexibility to meet your needs. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, why not bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabankco.com to learn more. I will make a report here, ladies and gentlemen, very important. Every time that I go to read a live commercial, Jude comes over and starts licking my leg.
Jude.
No, he just is saying that the podcast is over, sir.
Okay, Jude, that's good now.
Hello.
He loves to lick my
He
legs.
does. He's a weirdo.
I don't get it.
He knows how to be
Maybe
annoying.
they look like Easter hams, maybe that's what it is. All right, any closing words?
Any stories to tell? Anything to share?
Colin's starting to communicate somewhat. He's not talking.
what?
He still isn't saying any words, but he's doing complex signs. He's saying like more food and that sort of thing. So, hey,
There you go.
a
Something.
little bit of
Good.
communication.
That's something.
And
Helpful.
lately when I've been walking in the door, he goes, he gets so excited that I walk in the door. He sounds like a monkey.
That's funny.
A monkey's got
Last
the
night
monkey
I
voice.
last night I got together with one of my friends who has a almost 4-month-old baby, and he was doing the I will not sleep. I'm
Yep,
exhausted,
I
but I
hate that
won't
so much.
do it. And she and I were she was hoping he would just sleep the whole time because she and I got takeout and we're eating, and then we're gonna rhinestone a bunch of Fawn's costumes for dance. And she's like, he'll just probably sleep the whole time, but he would not fall asleep. And at one point I picked him up and I was like, I'm gonna get you to fall asleep. We're gonna go in this dark room. And I was talking to him because he was just staring at me, no, I won't do it. And I was talking to him and I was just like, what are you doing? And he laughed for the first time at me.
Oh.
She was like, oh my gosh, that's his first laugh. I was just like, you have to
always
go
so
to
great.
sleep. What are you doing? And he was like, and I was like,
I love baby
hilarious.
laughs.
Yeah, I remember the first time Colin laughed. It was just out of nowhere. He was still very, very young, and Ethan started throwing a toy around, and Colin just started laughing his ass off. Never had laughed before in his life, but he's laughing now. All of a
This is
sudden,
the time.
Joe wants to know what logo is on your tumbler, Alex.
What?
Your watery water.
Your water
The
bottle?
logo's not even
What
showing.
logo?
It's a hydro flask.
Hydro flask.
It's very large. It's 40 ounces.
Hydro flask.
I actually did want to know quick. So we talk about how you grew up with everyone talking to the screen. And I notice our family does that too. When we're watching a movie at home. I don't know about your family, Alex, but when we were kids and we watch a movie at home, we'd always talk about it and that sort of thing. We wouldn't yell at the screen, but we'd talk about what was going on the screen and stuff like that. We didn't just sit there and watch all quiet
Well, at home, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm wondering do people when they watch movies at home, do you usually not talk? Do you stay silent or do you talk about it with each other or how does that?
I use the pause button a lot. We just, as soon as Dad starts asking something about what's going on or has a comment, I just put the pause button on.
see, we
it
don't
had
even
to be
pause.
my fault.
No, I'm just saying.
pause.
If I want to tell him something, I put the pause button on because it's sometimes oh, I think we must have missed something while we were having a conversation. 'cause
No, it
this
happens
doesn't
a
make
lot.
Any sense anymore, and I don't want to have to rewind it. So it's just easier to pause it and talk.
That will do it. We will see you and talk to you on Monday.
Bye.